Hello and welcome to WION World of Cricket with me, Vidur Kathuria, and my colleague Nikhil Mathur. India have restricted Pakistan to 241 in Dubai in the Champions Trophy. Nikhil, would you say India would be happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think India definitely in command, and a very ordinary total by Pakistan, because I'll be very blunt here and say that, Pakistan are playing cricket in the 1990s. You need to score at least 250. Of course, the pitch wasn't on the faster side. It was much of a dead pitch. The ball was coming slowly. The outfield was very slow. All the points taken. But once you have got a platform, you need to capitalize it. They didn't finish with a flourish, and anything below 250 in modern cricket, I think it's not an ideal total.
Absolutely. We have the scorecard with us right now. If you look at Pakistan's innings, I think there were points where you thought they would come into the game, but eventually when they tried to accelerate, tried to take those risks, India came back in control. We see here Pakistan obviously saw Shakil top scoring with 62, Mohammad Rizwan with 46, but once again it was a slow innings, and I don't think he really got going. They never really had the momentum. Even Khushdil Shah in the end, when he came in, got a couple of big hits, but whenever they got like a couple of sixes in over, there would always be a few more dot balls later. So India always regained control of the innings. You never really thought that Pakistan would make 270, 280, which would have been a challenging total. As of now, the most important stat is India need 242 runs to win, which, let's be honest, all of us will back them to make that.
But I think, Vidur, if we break down further the scorecard, I think Pakistan's strategy was clear. When Babar Azam and Imam ul Haq went out there, they knew that this pitch wasn't on the faster side. It was certainly a dead pitch on the slower side. Ball wasn't coming nicely. So they had Babar Azam 41 for 1, Imam ul Haq got out. It was 47 for 2. So they needed a rebuild. And as you can see there, innings progression, yeah, definitely that can break down innings very easily for us. In the first 10 overs, 52 for 2. So they knew that the pitch is not on the faster side, tried to rebuild 11 to 20. These were the over where Mohammad Rizwan and Saad Shakil, tried the rebuild, and the run rate wasn't great, 2.70. Understandable, you're trying a rebuild. And then 21 to 30, I think this was the perfect. The platform was set, 50 runs, no wickets. And I think Pakistan was in a decent position, to get on a move from here and end with a flourish around 260, 270. But then 31 to 40, that is where India came back and capitalized. Kudos to Kuldeep Yadav and some great fielding, which wasn't there in the first match. Some great fieldings, Kuldeep Yadav taking those crucial wickets. And, Rizwan and Saad Shakil got out in span of 9 runs and 54 for 3. So they never got that progression, that acceleration needed to get past 250.
I think one of the most telling stats here is that the run rate never went beyond 6. There was never a 10 over span where their run rate was beyond 6. And in an ODI, we are in 2025 now. This is, as you said, this looks like a scorecard from the 90s, where there was not really an acceleration, and any risk that Pakistan took, India would regain control. But for that, I think we also have to give due credit to the Indian bowlers, especially Kuldeep Yadav. He was outstanding with a couple of outstanding deliveries there.
No, exactly. And as a lot of people say that, in modern cricket, as Vidur also pointed out, your run rate never crossed 6. So that is a kind of a setback. I think Pakistan need to go back to the drawing board and rethink the way that they approach the game, because they don't have power hitters. Khushdil Shah tried their best, but it was too much left for them. So, I think India would be very happy. And that psychological advantage that you have, if you cross that 250, the team which is going into dressing room, they'll be happy. Okay, we have crossed 250. We have something to go about. They have that momentum. We talk about momentum every time in cricket. That is very important. But now Pakistan, we should have scored those 9 runs and could have got that mental advantage, which they don't have. And now India are clear-cut favorites.
I think even the strategy, when you look at Pakistan's, their tactics, it seemed like they would get to that 30, 35 overs and then accelerate. Khushdil Shah, obviously, again, now he was the guy they were banking on to hit big. And see, not even a run a ball, 38 runs and 39 balls. He had those 2 sixes, but strike rate is less than 100. And apart from that, Khushdil Shah and Saad Shakil and I think it was Mohammad Rizwan, not much contribution there from the rest of the batters. We have to talk about, as I was mentioning, Saad Shakil, the top scorer for Pakistan. But then again, when you look at 62 runs, they came in 76 balls. So not much intent, as we were talking about intent and acceleration. And we come back to Babar Azam once again.
Yeah.
Again, he looked good in the beginning, but then one ball and he's out. 23 once again. Of course, that's a reflection on the whole Pakistan innings, I think.
But exactly, and Saad Shakil, we're seeing his scorecard there. I think this was his opportunity. That's what we discussed in the pre-match as well, that this is your chance to become a legend of the game. India-Pakistan match, the biggest of rivalries. If Babar Azam has failed, Rizwan didn't score a 50, Saad Shakil was in, he got his eye in. This was his chance to make it big. He got it absolutely out at the wrong point of time. If he would have stayed on and, accelerated or made a 100 there, that would have made a huge difference. So I think missed opportunity there. And as we spoke about Babar Azam, and I think I may be crossing a line there, but I think Babar Azam has disappointed Pakistan as a nation.
Of course,
because they haven't won any ICC title from 2017, and if you are country's top batter, the nation is banking on you. You have to step up in big matches, and as Vidur pointed out, he was good, played some good drives with those, true, it was looking like a true wicket. He was, and as we were talking about, Babar Azam is looking in that nick, he's timing it well, but then again that Hardik Pandya taking that wicket and celebrating, giving a sort of a send-off. Was that a send-off?
Quite a celebration, and but I think it's all, it was banter. It didn't really cross the line, and it's a big wicket getting out Babar Azam, so it's fair that he can celebrate. I'd also like to make a point. Pakistan won the toss, and there were no demons in the pitch.
Yeah.
So it was just that there was some good bowling. You have to give due credit to them. But when you win the toss on a pitch like Dubai, you would expect them to get a score like 270, 280. But then again, in moments, all the big moments in the innings where you felt like maybe Pakistan could gain some momentum, India took a wicket. So I think due credit also should be given to the Indian bowlers. Now, we've spoken a lot about Pakistan and their innings, but let's now look ahead to India's innings. What will be the roadmap or the template that India will follow for this?
I think one guy would walk out irrespective of the pitch, and he will start to hit the ballers from ball one. That is Rohit Sharma, irrespective of how the pitch is. I think we have the lineup there. Yeah. Rohit Sharma would definitely play his natural game. His natural game is be aggressive and try to capitalize on the loose deliveries and give India an aggressive start. They're not chasing much. They can go
242.
They can go around 6, and that would be fine. And Shubman Gill, I think, is going to be the player who will stay till the end. He's coming back of a century, so that's great. And probably Virat Kohli might also get a look in, and he can finish the match early so that people can go home.
Well, it's important that you mentioned Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma. Again, I'd like to remind people that India were chasing in the first match against Bangladesh, and not too dissimilar score to this, 228 or 229 I think they chased, and it's only 13, 14 odd runs more. So the template is there. India have already done it on the same venue. Shubman Gill made big runs. There's not a lot of pressure. India can take their time in their chase. Around first 20 odd overs, they can take their time, gel in, and then of course when the time comes, I think this is the perfect match for someone like a Virat Kohli to get his form back.
Yeah, but I think the only chance that Pakistan have to make a comeback is strike early. Again, they will have to bank on Shaheen Shah Afridi and Naseem Shah. For me, I think Naseem Shah is probably the best bowler of this current Pakistani unit. He bowled Kane Williamson with a peach of a delivery that caught behind it, swung slightly. There is some movement, some sort of movement. Maybe they will get a bit of a help. So I think Pakistan's best chance is to strike early, and Shaheen Shah Afridi, Haris Rauf and Naseem Shah, that is their best bet to win this match.
Well, Shaheen Shah Afridi has troubled Rohit Sharma in the past, and as you mentioned, Naseem Shah, Shaheen Shah Afridi, those first 10 overs, if Pakistan can get 2-3 wickets, then the pressure will be on India. India have to score 240 odd runs means that there has to be someone who makes runs, a big partnership. So this will have to be an exceptional bowling performance for Pakistan to get any sort of result. Now, thanks very much, Nikhil, for joining us, and hopefully that it was quite a good first innings for the cricket fans, but hopefully we get an even better second innings and may the best team win. Thanks very much for watching. Keep watching WION World of Cricket.